Monday. It is Monday, April 5th. It's the 5th day of April. Let's look at our calendar. We've got our kitten calendar right here. Yeah, let's look at the 5th. Where is it? Oh, right here. It is the 5th. And if we look straight above it, we see the abbreviation for Monday. It is Monday the 5th. And right down here, it says April 2021. Well, we've got two books today that rhyme. These are both a lot of fun. This first one is called Wild About Books. Wild About Books. It started the summer of 2002 with the Springfield librarian Molly McGrew. By mistake, she drove her bookmobile into the zoo. Molly opened the door and she let down the stairs. She turned on computers and sat in her chair. At first, all the animals watched from a distance, but Molly could conquer the strongest resistance. By reading aloud from the good Dr. Seuss, she quickly attracted a mink and a moose, a wombat, an oryx, a lemur and lynx, 8 elephant calves, and a family of skinks. Oh, look at her reading right there. In a flash, every beast in the zoo was stampeding to learn all about the new something called reading. That's what we're doing right now. Forsaking their niches, their nest, and their nooks, they went wild, simply wild, about wonderful books, choosing thin books and fat books and cat in the hat books, and new books and true books, and heaps of how-to books. Giraffes wanted tall books and crickets craved small books, while geckos could only read stick-to-the-wall books. The pandas demanded more books in Chinese. Molly filled their request, always eager to please. She even found waterproof books for the otter, who never went swimming without Harry Potter. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and you all can see Harry Potter right there. Yeah, and that's silly. Raccoons read all alone, and baboons read in bunches, and llamas read dramas while eating their lunches. Hyenas shared jokes with the red-bellied snakes, and they howled and they hissed till their funny bones ached. A tree kangaroo who adored Nancy Drew began solving mysteries right there at the zoo, such as why were the bandicoots' books overdue? Oh, that's silly. Gently, Molly taught lessons in treating books right, for the boa constrictor squeezed Cricketor too tight. Baby bunnies mucked up Goodnight Moon with their paws, and giant termites devoured the Wizard of Oz. Oh, that's great. Oh, right. You see the Wizard of Oz right there. And bears love books and were completely outrageous. They licked all the pictures right off of the pages. Tasmanian devils found books so exciting that soon they had given up fighting for writing. They made up adventures so thrilling and new that the others decided to be authors too. Pythons wrote with their tails, and penguins wrote with their bills, and porcupines wrote with their very own quills. The new insect zoo, where bugs were scribbling haiku. The scorpions gave each a stinging review. Okay, I'm going to read one of the haikus right here. It says, I dig for treasures in my enchanted castle, a rotten apple. Oh, and that was what the millipede wrote. Oh, how silly. Yeah, and the giant hissing cockroach wrote, hiss, 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 hiss. And the scorpion says, oh, kind of redundant. Oh, that is so silly. As the cheetah's new novels began to take shape, he read chapters each night to the Barbary ape. And although the gazelles couldn't spell very well, like everyone else, she had stories to tell. Imagine the hippo's enormous surprise when her memoir was given the Zulitzer Prize. That's like the Pulitzer Prize, the Zulitzer Prize. With so many new books, Molly knew what to do. She hired 12 beavers, a stork, and a gnu to build a branch library there at the zoo. And then the animals cried, "We can do it ourselves. We can check the books out and we can put them on shelves." And they did, and they do. And up to this very day, 3 cheers for the Zoobrary. Hip, hip, hooray! When you visit the new zoo now, you surely won't mind if the animals seem just a bit hard to find. They are snug in their niches, their nest and their nooks, going wild, simply wild, about wonderful books. The end. That was a great book, and that was called Wild About Books. Well, the next book rhymes too. It's called How Do Dinosaurs Learn to Read? Let's look at this. How does a dinosaur learn how to read? Does he skim through the pages with powerful speed? Does he use his new book as a shovel or bat? Does he use it as a bat? Oh, this is silly. Does he play fetch with the dog or throw books at the cat? How silly. Does he sound out the words or just take a quick look? Even taking a quick look right there. Does she lose her huge temper and then jump on the book? Oh no, see her jumping on the book right there? Does she flip every page but not really look through it? Does she skip the hard words? Does a dinosaur chew it? Does he read in the tub and make the book a big boat and then throw a tantrum when it doesn't float? Does he read on the potty while making a mess? Does he stay till the end of the book? Well, I guess. Oh my goodness, this is a very silly book. Does she scratch off the words with the tip of her tail? Does he have a big hissy when reading skills fail? Does a dinosaur wail? Oh, look at him wailing right there. No, she's kind to each book, to the cover and pages. She reads very carefully and never has rages. She reads out each word till she knows they sound right. When she snuggles in bed, Mama turns down the light. Then he calls to his parents who stand by the door. "Please, Mama, please, Papa, can I read one more?" Tomorrow, tomorrow, little dinosaur. Oh, that was a fun book too. That was called How Do Dinosaurs Learn to Read? Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow, friends. Goodbye. Have a great day.